Welcome back to another deep dive. The trucking industry never really sits still, does it?
Not a chance. It's always moving.
But lately, it feels like things are shifting even faster. Like the ground's moving under the wheels.
Yeah, there's a lot happening. Big corporate moves, new tech popping up everywhere.
Exactly. And safety campaigns, plus just some, well, wild stuff happening out on the road.
Definitely.
So today, we're going to peel back those layers. We'll look at these recent changes and really try to figure out what they mean for you, the driver.
And that's our mission, right? Cut
Yes.
through the corporate talk, the policy jargon.
Get to the heart of it.
Yeah. What does this stuff actually mean for your day-to-day, for your bottom line?
Yeah.
It's so important to see things from, well, all sides.
Understand the direct impacts.
Exactly. So you feel informed, feel supported navigating all this?
And we've got some great insights to draw on. Stuff from Truckers VA, they really have their finger on the pulse.
They do. Good stuff there.
And wisdom from Life as a Trucker, they've been helping drivers out since, 2008? A long time.
Yeah, really valuable resource. Hervey over there always stresses seeing issues from all angles.
Right. So our goal is simple. Pull out the key nuggets, help you stay ahead, feel, in control.
Do it.
Okay, so let's jump in. Big news first, map-changing stuff, literally. A Duie Pyle.
His Pyle, making waves.
They're rolling big into Ohio, launching four new LTL terminals.
Wow, Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Yep. Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbus, and Toledo. Now, Pyle's talking logistics optimization, regional expansion.
Standard stuff, but yeah, new dots on the map usually mean something for drivers.
Right. What's the real takeaway for you listening?
Well, first, you got to ask why Ohio. It's a freight magnet, isn't it?
Seems like it.
You've got major interstates crisscrossing at 70, 71, 75, 80. Huge manufacturing, warehousing, e-commerce booming.
Prime territory.
Absolutely. And this isn't just about adding buildings. It's a strategic play. They're going head-to-head with the giants like FedEx Freight, Old Dominion.
That's so competition heats up.
You bet. That can mean service battles,
Yeah.
maybe some rate pressure, could even squeeze some smaller regional guys, changes the options.
And more terminals, that usually means jobs, right? Pyle's hiring.
Oh, yeah. CDL drivers needed line haul, city P&D, yard jockeys, too. And they're pushing those home daily gigs, which everyone wants.
That's always appealing. But here's the thing. Pyle has a decent reputation up in the Northeast, doesn't it? Clean terminals, okay, dispatch.
They do, generally.
Well,
Good equipment, solid rep. But the big question is, can they replicate that culture, that quality, as they expand so fast into Ohio?
that's what drivers there will be watching, I bet.
Absolutely crucial. Because, the same news hits different drivers differently.
How so?
Well, think about a local driver. Home daily sounds great, right?
Yeah.
But then they think, okay, am I doing 10-plus stops in downtown Columbus traffic? That's a grind.
True. Different kind of stress.
And a regional driver. Maybe they hope for better drop-and hook lanes, say Cleveland to Jersey.
Makes sense.
But they're also maybe a little wary. Would faster turnarounds mean cuts to layover pay? It happens.
Well, right. And owner-operators.
They might see a chance for more partial loads if they hustle, but they'd probably say, be careful about dedicated contracts in a new market. Don't get locked in too soon.
Good advice. It really shows how these big moves ripple down to your individual day.
Totally. One corporate decision impacts hundreds of daily realities.
And faster service for the customer? That often means tighter schedules for the driver, doesn't it?
Almost always. More dock-to-dock hustle.
Yeah.
So yeah, this Ohio expansion, it's not just about geography. It's about your hours, your pace, potentially more pressure.
Okay. So speaking of pressure and efficiency, let's shift gears to technology, AI.
The algorithm takes the wheel, or
Yes.
tries to.
Right. Big LTL carriers are using artificial intelligence for dynamic network planning. Sounds fancy.
It does.
What's it actually doing, and how's it affecting drivers right now?
Well, the basic idea is instead of fixed routes, fixed schedules.
The old way.
Right. The AI uses tons of data weather, traffic, freight patterns, all in real time to constantly change how freight moves. Day by day, even hour by hour.
Okay. And the carrier's goal?
Simple. Cut costs, deliver faster, look greener by lowering emissions. Optimization is the name of the game for them.
But like always, there's the promise, and then there's the reality on the road.
Exactly. So AI claims it'll cut down on empty miles, deadheading. Sounds good, right? Saves fuel, saves time.
In theory, yeah.
But how well does that algorithm really get the ground truth? The unexpected delays, the
It's
construction.
the stuff you deal with every day.
Right. So it could lead to more lane hopping,
Yeah.
less predictability. You might bounce from Harrisburg one day, Roanoke the next, maybe LA by Friday.
Whoa, that sounds chaotic.
It can be. And then there's the pressure. Algorithms don't care if you hit traffic or if the shipper took an hour longer than planned.
They just see the clock.
Exactly. If the system says 5 hours, dispatch might expect 5 hours, period. And the greener routes, sometimes that means slower routes, costing you time.
Ouch. So why are carriers pushing this so hard?
Well, cost cutting is huge. Less fuel, less terminal waste. Plus, customers want everything now, like Amazon Speed, even for freight.
That pressure is real.
And they want to look eco-friendly. I heard one exec say something like, "We don't need more drivers, we need better data."
Wow, so squeeze more out of the current drivers.
That's basically it. Maximize every single run before adding capacity. Squeeze every drop of efficiency.
How are drivers reacting to this? I imagine it's mixed.
Oh, completely mixed. Some drivers actually like it. They see it as cutting waste, maybe making them more productive if it works right.
Okay, less deadhead is good.
But then you've got a lot of drivers who just don't trust it. They see it as, big brother micromanaging from a laptop.
I can see that.
And owner-operators. They're asking, how does this mess with my contracts, with spot rates? If AI optimizes certain lanes, maybe those lanes dry up or the rates tank.
Valid concerns. Is this tech widespread yet?
It's rolling out fast. Big players like XPO, FedEx Freight, they're already deep into it. And it's not going away.
So the promise is a better system.
On paper, yeah, peak efficiency. But on the road, it can mean less control for you, more rerouting, more pressure to hit those machine times.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder who's really driving.
Yeah, that control issue is big.
Yeah.
Which kind of leads us to safety, right? The flip side of efficiency sometimes.
Definitely.
And bridge strikes. They're back in the news. Big time. 18 states are cracking down hard.
Yeah, they're fed up. Everyone is, frankly. Those incidents are embarrassing, expensive, dangerous.
You see the videos online, truck versus overpass. Ouch.
Exactly. And you got to ask, why is this still happening in 2025 with all the tech?
Good question. What are the reasons?
Well, sources point to a few things. Drivers using car GPS, not truck GPS, is a big one.
Nil. Wow.
Yep. Also, shippers sometimes don't warn about low clearances on the route. New drivers in rentals, maybe not trained on height. And just, distractions, maybe overconfidence.
Human error.
It happens.
Yeah.
So this campaign, it's hitting it from all angles. Better signs, DOT inspections focused on this, social media awareness, working with CDL schools.
Getting it into training early.
Right. And even installing those overheight detectors that flash warnings. They really want to stop these things.
How's the industry reacting? Predictably mixed, I assume?
You guessed it. Some drivers are like, no time, hit a bridge, lose your CDL. Pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Others push back, especially local guys. They say, try driving in NYC or Philly. Signage is terrible. Routes are ancient. They feel it's not always a driver's fault.
And small fleet owners.
Some worry it's less about safety tools and more about setting up a fine trap. Another way to get revenue.
So what's the practical advice for drivers listening?
It's the basics, but they're critical. Use a truck GPS. Know your exact height. Measure it yourself if you have to.
Down to the inch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Double-check unfamiliar routes. Call the shipper, maybe. Watch the signs. They're not suggestions. And if you're ever unsure, slow down. Stop if you have to. Better to be late than, end up viral for the wrong reasons or lose your livelihood.
Good advice. Okay, sticking with rules and regs. There's this FMCSA waiver, getting a lot of buzz.
Ah, yeah, the under-the-hood test waiver.
Right. Allowing public transit CDL applicants to skip that part of the test. What's the deal there?
So it's specifically for public transit agencies, bus companies, basically. They're desperate for drivers.
Driver shortage hitting them too.
Big time. Their argument is, look, our drivers don't do maintenance, they just drive. So why make them memorize engine parts they'll never touch?
Okay, I can see the logic, sort of.
It sounds practical, maybe, but boy, has it kicked up a storm with truckers.
I bet. What are they saying?
You got the old school guys saying, no way. If you don't know what's under that hood, you don't belong behind any commercial wheel. Basic mechanical awareness is crucial, they argue.
Know the warning signs, at least.
Exactly. Then you have some newer drivers, or maybe those focused purely on driving, saying, hey, I just want to drive. I'm not a mechanic.
Fair point, too.
And then there's a middle ground. Okay, maybe not mechanic level, but teach the absolute basics. What do warning lights mean? What sounds bad? How to talk to maintenance effectively.
That seems reasonable. But the bigger worry is, could this spread?
That's the million-dollar question. Right now, it's just transit, but folks are worried. Could it expand to local delivery? Box trucks.
And then maybe fleets pushing for OTR exemptions to hire faster?
Exactly. The fear is less prepared drivers on the road, leading to more breakdowns, maybe accidents. Some see it as a Band-Aid on the driver shortage.
Instead of fixing the root causes like tay-in conditions.
Precisely. It doesn't solve why people leave trucking. It just potentially lowers the bar to get in.
And this is happening alongside other safety pushes, right? Like fatigue sensors.
Oh, yeah. FMCSA is looking into those. Talk about Big Brother in the cab. Real privacy concerns there. And we saw HOS exemptions for ag haulers get rejected in a couple of states. Stricter compliance seems to be the trend. Plus, dash cams becoming almost standard in big fleets.
So it's this constant push-pull, safety versus privacy versus efficiency versus autonomy.
That's the balancing act, exactly. Who controls the tech, the data? Ultimately, who controls your drive? It's a huge ongoing question.
Wow. Okay, let's shift gears completely to the wild side of trucking. Some surprising stories.
Always some good ones out there.
Let's start with this Wyoming Superload. Did you see this? A 1.48 million pound component on I-80.
Incredible. Just staggering weight.
What even is a superload like that?
It's not just oversized, it's monstrous. These things crawl maybe 5–10 miles an hour tops.
On the interstate.
Yep. Requires massive coordination, lane closures, police escorts for miles, and the sheer weight can just destroy pavement, strain bridges.
Kind of like a nightmare for other truckers.
Oh, it is. These heavy haul crews are the absolute elite, the best of the best. But for everyone else, it's a huge roadblock, major delays, major frustration.
I can only imagine the chatter at the truck stop.
Right. Mixed feelings for sure. Some guys respect the hell out of the skill involved. Total pros doing that haul.
Yeah, the precision needed must be insane.
But others are just like, can't they move that thing at 2 a.m.? Why tie up I-80 all day?
Fair point.
And some question it fundamentally, why is a million-pound load on an already beat-up interstate? Shouldn't that go by rail? Raises questions about our infrastructure, doesn't it?
It really does. Are our roads built for these things?
Yeah.
Because they seem more common now.
They are. Wind turbine blades, huge industrial parts, military gear. It puts incredible stress on roads and bridges, causes delays, costs a fortune in repairs.
But it's not all giant loads and frustration, right? There was that raccoon story.
Yeah. The flatbedder in Pennsylvania. That was great.
Tell us about it.
So this driver found a full-grown raccoon just curled up near his turbo during his pre-trip, instead of just, shooing it off.
Which could have been dangerous for him or the raccoon.
Exactly. He actually delayed his load, carefully worked to get the raccoon out safely, and made sure it ran off unharmed before he left.
That's fantastic.
It really is. It's not just a cute story. It shows that unexpected stuff happens constantly and highlights the character and compassion you find out there. It humanizes the job.
Absolutely. And speaking of things needing legitimacy, some recent CDL legal news, too.
Yeah, a couple interesting ones. There was that CDL fraud ring bust in Illinois.
Selling fake test results.
Yep. 5 people indicted. Dozens of CDLs potentially invalid now. Really underscores why legitimate training and testing matter.
No kidding. And something about an autonomous truck.
In Colorado, yeah. An appeals court ruling involving an autonomous truck that sideswiped a median. The legal mess is figuring out liability. Is it the tech? The programmer?
Bruh.
The safety driver?
Wow. Uncharted territory.
Totally. These cases highlight the importance of having real credentials and also the complex legal road ahead with new tech.
So true. When you connect all these stories, the superloads, the raccoon, the fraud, the autonomous trucks.
It paints a picture, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The trucking world is just constantly churning. Safety rules tighten, wildlife hops aboard, tech moves into the cab, courts try to catch up.
It's dynamic, unpredictable.
And it really emphasizes that ongoing struggle for control, for predictability, for, well, your destiny on the road.
So let's try and bring this all together. It's obvious the industry is changing incredibly fast.
Blindingly fast sometimes.
We've got corporate expansions changing the map, AI changing routes, new safety pushes, weird regulations, million-pound loads.
It's a lot to track.
Yeah. So for you listening, staying informed, staying adaptable, it's not just nice, it's crucial, right, for your success, maybe even your sanity.
Absolutely. And that brings us back to Hervey's point, from life as a trucker, seeing all angles, but also managing your time and your career.
Not just for the shippers, but for yourself.
Exactly. In this world of constant change, maybe new pressures, it's more important than ever. Think about learning new skills, using that off-duty time wisely, maybe exploring ways to build online income streams.
Interesting. Why that focus?
It's about building a buffer, a shield, against the ups and downs of Freight rates, fuel costs, the economy. It's about putting you in a position to retire when you choose to.
Not when you're burned out or the industry shifts leave you behind.
Precisely. We genuinely believe you deserve respect, support, and control over your own journey.
Couldn't agree more. And to help with that, we've got some resources.
Good.
We really encourage you to check out retirefromtrucking.com. They've got a free guide on retirement prep, plus training on using AI tools for extra income. Worth a look.
Definitely useful skills for the future.
And for that everyday real talk, tips, gear reviews, the stuff drivers actually use and talk about, head over to lifeasatrucker.com. Been around forever, great community.
Solid resource. So the road ahead.
Yeah,
It's definitely dynamic, lots of changes, lots of challenges.
for sure.
Which leaves us with a final thought, maybe a question for you to mull over.
Okay.
With all this happening, how will you make sure your future on that road is truly on your terms? How do you drive with confidence, build something lasting beyond just the miles?
Are you just driving the truck?
Or are you actively driving your own destiny? We think you deserve to be in the driver's seat of your life, not just your rig.